Hello Pokemon lovers and welcome to a brand new episode of Rating All Pokemon. Today we have two very cool lore Pokemon and 3 babies. So that's exciting. Gotta love talking about babies. I just love babies. Baby Pokemon though are great. Now you remember how I forgot to do outros? Now I just forgot how to do intros. So I'm just gonna start. Today we're starting out with number 436, Bronzor. Now, Bronzor is a Pokemon that is based on the first equivalent of the mirror we know today, which is the bronze mirror. Now, I don't know how people looked into bronze mirrors because can't see shit in bronze, but Bronzor is based on that concept. My chair keeps moving backwards, so if I keep switching places, that is why. Hey! Now, Bronzor is a steel and psychic Pokemon, and I never actually knew this because I never owned a Bronzor, but on the back of Bronzor is like a little engravement or whatever it looks like, that looks like a little plant, twig thing, and I never knew that, so that is a thing. I guess that represents the fact that mirrors are always decorated and shit like that. Now, Bronzor looks like not bronze, but it looks like a bit of an old moldy bronze. Like when bronze gets older, it starts looking a little bit more green, and in the Pokédex entries it actually states that scientists think that Bronzor used to be very shiny and people used it as a mirror. So that is how that happened. Now it's just a Pokemon that lives. Now, the crest on its back, so the twig-shaped thing I mentioned before, apparently has mysterious powers. What the powers are isn't specified, but sure, well, it's just fine. Like I said, scientists used to think that Bronzor was a reflective, it was a mirror, and they tried to X-ray it. Now, I don't really see the connection. Why would they X-ray something that used to be a mirror? I don't know, but they X-rayed it and nothing came up. It just showed up blank. Now, the name kind of speaks for itself. It comes from bronze and mirror, Bronzor, but the Korean name is Dong Mirror, which comes from dong and mirror. Now, in this case, dong doesn't mean what you think it does. It means bronze. Oh, and the Mandarin Chinese actually means literally bronze mirror freak. What does that mean? 4 out of 5. At level 33, Bronzor evolves into Bronzong. Now, Bronzong is based on a Dotaku, which is a type of Japanese bell. It actually really looks like this bell, and these were used to pray for good harvests. Now, funny fact is that these bells used to be buried together with bronze mirrors. Now, hey, there's the link between Bronzor and Bronzong. Another fun thing about Bronzong is that it might be based on a Japanese myth from the book Kwaidan, Stories and Studies of Strange Things. Now, in this story, the priests of a town wanted to create a bronze bell, but they didn't have the materials to create this bell. So they asked all the women from the town to hand in their bronze mirrors, because who needs to look at themselves, am I right? Now, one woman gave her mirror to the priests and then later regretted giving her mirror because, you know, she wanted to look at herself. And who can blame her? She was probably beautiful. Because this mirror belonged to her and she didn't actually want to give it to the priests, it was impossible to melt this bronze mirror. It wouldn't melt until the lady killed herself. Now, before her suicide, because she still didn't want to give up her mirror, she stated that whoever broke this bronze mirror would receive great wealth from her. Now, this whole town went crazy and wanted to break this bell and did everything they could to try and break this bell. They like rang it all day long, furiously, angrily, with a lot of aggression, and the priests were so tired of it, they were like, hell, stop ringing this bell, bitch, we want to sleep. They rolled the bell down into a swamp. This is where the story ends. I thought it was a really cool story. I wonder where that bell is and if anyone ever broke it and got really rich. We'll never know. I never actually realized that Bronzong has a face. I thought it was just a bell, but the little red things below, it's like on the bottom of his face, are actually its eyes. Who knew? Probably everyone, but I didn't. Oops. Bronzong can create rain clouds, which gave it the nickname of Bringer of Plentiful Harvests. Now, this actually links back to the origin story of these bells that were buried in the ground to get good harvests. And funnily enough, the first Bronzong that was ever discovered was dug up at a construction site. The French name for Bronzong is Archéodon. Archéodon. Which I'm only mentioning because I am just gonna make this show about the word dong. I rate this Pokemon 5 out of 5 because I think the story is very, very dope. Finally, we get some good-ass lore, and I'm down. I'm done. I'm down. I'm down. Now, the first baby Pokemon of this episode is number 438, Bonsly. I got a little bit confused about its name when I was doing my research on it because its name apparently comes from bonsai and sly. So shouldn't it be pronounced Bonsly? And I was like, no, that sounds so fucking weird. It doesn't sound cute like Bonsly. So I googled it and it's not Bonsly. But then why is it based on the words bonsai and sly? It should be called Bonsly then, right? Tell me what you think in the comments down below. Bonsly is the pre-evolution of Sudowoodo. It evolves into Sudowoodo when it's leveled up while it knows Mimic. Now, it is based on a bonsai tree, as you can probably tell. It can sit still in the same spot for a very long time, and sometimes people confuse it for a bonsai tree then, because it also kind of looks like it's in a pot, which it's not, it's just its body. Now, Bonsly is a Pokemon that cries a lot, and the reason for that is not because it's sad or hungry or needs milk. The reason is that it has too much moisture inside its body, and it relieves that moisture by crying. It's kind of like sweating for humans. Pokemon Sun says it does not deal well with water, so it lives in dry locales. Locales? Whatever. Since its surroundings tend to lack greenery, it stands out noticeably. So it kind of lives around deserty areas, which is weird, but it's a rock Pokemon, not a plant Pokemon. In Mandarin Chinese, its name is, and I know I'm gonna say this wrong, but I'm just gonna say what I see. It's something like Ai Kushu, means literally crybaby tree. Now I think that's great. 4 out of 5. The next baby of today is Mime Jr. Now, Mime Jr., I fucking hate its name. Fuck that name. Mr. Mime, same shit. I hate those names. They're dumb names. Should have been called something differently, like the Germans. My fucking Google is broken. The Germans called it Panty Mimi. Now, that is fucking cute. They should have called it that. Panty Mimi? Hell yeah. Mime Jr. just sounds dumb and uninspired, and I hate it. Thank you for your time. Like I kind of mentioned, Mime Jr. is the pre-evolution of Mr. Mime. Obviously, it evolves into Mr. Mime if it's leveled up while knowing the move Mimic. It's a psychic fairy Pokemon. It looks like a tiny little ice cream cone ghost clown or something. It's not my favorite baby Pokemon, but I guess it's cute. Now, Mime Jr. is good at being a mimic. It can feel what a person is feeling or another Pokemon. It will like mimic that emotion. And that is often, for some reason, very confusing to its opponents, and it will take that moment to run the heck away from the fight. Now, Mime Jr. is based on a mime and a clown type thing. It may also be kind of based on a gnome, since it's a fairy and it looks like a gnome with this little hat or something. I don't know. I don't particularly enjoy this line of Pokemon, personally, so I'm trying. Now, the way it looks, it may also be based on the Tsukumogami of a hand puppet. Now, I've mentioned this before. A Tsukumogami is a spirit that lives in an object now, that make the object come to life. That makes it more creepy, and I don't know how I feel about that. I give Mime Jr. a 3 out of 5. And that is too much. The last baby Pokemon and the last Pokemon for today is Happiny. Now, Happiny is the pre-evolution of Chansey, obviously. It evolves into Chansey while leveled up during the daytime, holding an oval stone. So much things to think about. That's how you get Happiny. Now, Happiny looks like it's holding an egg inside its little diaper pouch, but it's actually an egg-shaped rock, because it cannot lay eggs yet. It's a baby. That'll be weird. It sometimes gives this rock to Pokemon or trainers it really, really likes. It has this weird habit of running around people's feet so they fall over. Very rude. Very, very rude. Teach your Happiny manners. Now, Happiny is pretty much just based on babies. It's like, it has this diaper-like thing. It has this weird thing on its head that is not hair. It's just a part of its body that looks like a tiny little ponytail. It looks like a baby, like a little baby egg. I wouldn't say it looks like a baby. It looks like an egg with a diaper. That is pink. A pink egg with the diaper. Happiny's name comes from happy and tiny or teeny. I'm gonna go with teeny because Happiny sounds better when it's teeny. The baby Pokemon are never very interesting because they haven't developed into something cool yet. they're just better when they evolve. I think a lot of baby Pokemon are cute, but today's ones just aren't really my favorites, to be fair. I'm really sorry if I hurt anyone's feelings, if I hurt any baby Pokemon's feelings. Happiny just isn't very interesting. I do remember the episode where the team's egg evolved into Happiny. It was an okay episode. I give Happiny a 3 out of 5 as well. I am very sorry. They're just eh. I worked out yesterday and I can't move my arms into the position. It hurts. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you learned something today. I personally was very, very interested in the Bronzong story. I thought it was really cool. And let me know if you think Bonsly should be called Bonsly now. The answer is no. I wish you all a very good week, and I will see you again soon. Bye!